Welcome back to our coverage of this PGA Tour event, already in progress. We're picking things up at the 6th. Let's get into it. This line won't be too bad in the first cut. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Time to see what this par 4 has in store. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. And let's have a look at Tony Fee now.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to the action. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That could play.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order, but after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
Well done. Take the birdie. And that will take him to 3 over. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. And choosing the 8-iron here. That's not the shot he's hoping for.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Oh, just missed. And this one is for bogey. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Currently 2 under for the event.
Not much happening, moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
As we stride to the final hole of the outward half of Foxhorn Golf Links, players will be licking their lips with this par 5, measuring just over 500 yards.
Yeah, this is a gift to end on. However, you got to find the fairway really to give yourself the best opportunity. Players are not going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side, and if you hit it right where those trees come into play, bail out to the left, give yourself a long iron second shot into this massive green. Lots of runoff areas all around this green, but what a great opportunity to end this front 9 with possibly an eagle 3.
This one's bunker bound. And now over to Tony Finau.
Don't want to watch him.
Stroke behind his rival in this event.
Getting ready to play their third. He's 2 shots back. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Love watching this player around the greens.
A par putter waits. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Rich, good position for this player. Just 3 back with 9 to play. Do you sense them making a charge?
Yes, but 3 back with 9 to go, they're going to have to start taking chances. They're going to have to start firing at every flagstick they can see.
Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. Already a winner this season. Number 2 would be very nice here today. And now you just got to pray for good luck, because that one's heading towards the sand. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Good mid-range putt, this one. An 18-footer.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Be the ball, Danny. No. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Good shot there, Beamer. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. 2 strokes off the lead. Opting for the 9-iron. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
frustrating. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Not a bad line, this. For the par. And that finds him in a share of second. The 12th hole at Foxhorn Golf Links is a strong par 3 measuring 216 off the back tees.
Luke, this is by far the scariest shot on this golf course. The runoff area to the left is severe. That golf ball will definitely run back into the hazard unless they catch a fantastic break. Players will definitely be bailing out to the right, but make sure you come up short and right because you want no part of that greenside bunker.
Putting for birdie.
Oh, you fucking cunt.
For a par now. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. We've arrived at a par 4. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Second shot here on the 13th. Unable to find the green on this one.
And coming up well short.
And here we are with the third shot. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. Ooh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off now on the 14th hole. That's a good-looking shot there. A few shots under par at the moment. Currently tied for third position. Going with a 3-wood here.
This one's heading towards the cabbage.
Splash. And here we are with their 4th. Just 2 shots behind. Opting for the 3-wood. It's just a tad offline, that one. Headed towards the left. That's going on the water, sadly. Here's their 6th shot. Just a couple back from our leader.
This one headed left and not coming back.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Sitting at -3. Currently tied third. Just a couple out of top spot. This one's heading towards the rough, I think. That ball looked a little thirsty. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Yeah, that one's looking good. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
And from the greenside rough here. Beautiful shot.
Not a good lie. Fortunate to hit the pin and go in.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
Great field, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole. Going with the 8-iron here. Good sounding strike, that one. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
This one's on line. And as the putt drops, 2 over, heading down the stretch. And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. Stepping up to the 16th tee now. That's some good golf right there. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 180 yards.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Wow, what happened there? Getting ready to play their third. A chance to save the par if we can make this one. Good putt, that. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Now 7 shots behind after that. Oh, I love the strategy of a short par 4. Good luck here.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. Time for the second shot at the 17th. And this putt is from birdie 3 on the scorecard. There's no doubt about this rivalry. It's certainly heating up. That has moved them within touching distance of their rival. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
They've got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Currently at +1 for the tournament. Now on the tee of a long par 4.
Lovely, lovely.
Second shot here at the 18th. Opting for the 5-wood. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hold your putt. And this putt for a final score of 72.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
It was on a good line. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. And with that closes out the event for this player. They've done it. They've finally managed to beat their rival.
Indeed they have, Luke, and they will be glad to check that box in their list of goals this season.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the seasonal race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
And this week, Henny, it looks like they're trying to take down Justin Rose. Not many people have been able to claim that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be all rosy at the end of today. This is definitely a tall order. Justin has one of the most consistent games on the PGA Tour. He's like a golfing metronome of a man. The iron play, I'm going to say if he hits the fairway, when he hits the fairway, his iron play is just phenomenal. He's going to get it inside 20 feet every time, and then you know he's going to hold putts. So, yeah, good luck with that one.
Well, he's the perfect mix, isn't he? He's an English gent with a killer glint in his eye. Good luck in this rivalry. Well, it looks like John McCarthy's stepped back a short, kicked off his boat shoes, and is going to give us a little bit of a condition of today's course. John, what are the players facing here at Old Marina Golf Club?
Well, look, we're on the coast, but there's a good mix of coastal and inland holes at Old Marina Golf Club. Lots of movement in these greens. If you are an expert at reading putts, you're going to have a bit of a leg up, I think, this week. I love the fourth hole, par 5, that stretches along the ocean. It has a green that's well protected by bunkers, which probably might dissuade some from going forward into the 7th hole. Similarly, a par 5 stretching down the ocean, but is much less protected around the green, and that green is enormous, by the way, so that'll definitely be green light city for the players this week. And one last one, I really love the par 4 14th. The players are going to hit over the water to a fairway that juts out into the ocean on a peninsula, so that will provide some great entertainment this week as well. Looking forward to see what kind of creativity is on display by these players here this week at Old Marina Golf Club.
Well, Rich, this won't come as a big surprise, will it? Because there's a lot of people talking about this player. They've been performing beautifully all season, and many think they can win this event.
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Good look at birdie here. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
I haven't seen a putting display like this since I was 5 years old.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with John Rahm in second. This hole is a par 5.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Setting up here, coming off a run of birdies.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
Going with a 3-wood here. Should find the green here. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
And this putt will take them to 5 under.
This has a real chance.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. And let's have another look at that one.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Leading by 3 strokes now. It's time for a one-shotter.
Coming off an eagle at the last, momentum on their side for this player.
Like that, didn't it? And now over to Justin Rose.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup. A little birdie look in here.
Oh, what a start. This is impressive.
Oh, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Here we are at the 6th hole. Wow, that was just striped. Rich, when we talk about the English group of golfers over the last 20 years, really Justin Rose has been the star of them, hasn't he? Major champion, world #1, Hall of Famer. He's done it all.
He certainly is that, and I have to say, he's probably one of the most resilient players you'll ever come across. As soon as he got done holing out that shot at the major championship years ago, turned professional, and went out and missed 20-some-odd cuts in a row, and never gave up. Kept after it, which that would have broken. That would have broken most men, not Rose. That's why he's gone out and become a major champion. He is such a force in the game. There's no reason why he cannot play at a high level for many, many years to come. The ball striking is phenomenal. I love his stroke. I love the way that he putts it. I just think that he hits so many good putts that just don't go in. It just kind of gets under his skin. Listen, don't let it, Rosie. You putt it fantastically. Keep after it. I love this man's game. He's such a talent.
That's tidy. Sitting at 5 under for the day. Currently in the lead. Opting for the 3-wood. Yeah, well, it might not be on the green, but it's right up near the surface.
It's an aggressive play. Luke, like to see it on this par 5.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot.
Looking really good, this one. Well, what a lovely putt to make. And that will move him to 6 under par. Let's take a look at Justin Rose, shall we? So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Tony Finau coming off a birdie on his last hole. That will take him to 2 off the lead. We've reached the 8th hole. They get a little ground draw here. Setting up miles from the hole.
This for a birdie run. Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
That's outstanding. What a putt.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
He's currently sitting in 1st place. The 9th hole here, though, at Old Marina Golf Club is a strong one, a really tough test to finish the opening 9. A par 4 stretching 466 yards.
For those who like to work the golf ball from left to right, you're going to have to take a little bit of a chance by aiming over that hazard on the left-hand side. But if you find the fairway, boy, I tell you what, it's a fantastic feeling because this hole has got so much beauty. I love the second shot, the bunkers on the front, but I love how the green runs away on the left-hand side. The design of this hole, especially the green, is absolutely amazing.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's return to live play now. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. He's got a chance. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out. So far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Nicely done. Henny, what's the player facing here?
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke.
That's a bad error to make there. That's headed right. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Lots of greens and regulations today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
Well, the putter's going to be coming out of the bag, but it's still going to be a long way from the hole. And he needs this to save par. Well, that's a bit disappointing. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Teeing off here at the 11th. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Theirs looks to be heading to the green. Loving the birdie putt here.
The short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp for it.
And now over to Justin Rose.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And a quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in first spot, with Tony Finau second. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more. Opting for the 6-iron. I'm not sure that's what they had in their mind. That's further right than they wanted. Oh, I thought that one was going in. An opportunity to make a par here. Big chance here. That's a good putt to make. That sets the great players from the good ones. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4. Taking aim from about 180 yards here. Going with the 5-iron here. He's found the surface. Good chance here. And now over to Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity. This has eyes for the hole. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4. Beautiful swing there. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Nice shot, that. That should find the surface. 13 feet to the cup.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row. Oh, yeah, this is tracking nicely.
A wonderful putt. We can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Well played.
That is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Setting up now on a par 4.
Standing on this par 4 and leading. What's the strategy? What's going on through their mind? Attack it and lay down.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Around 110 yards to go.
No.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
A bit short with that effort.
Will he be able to get out of this one?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
And back to the course with the live action. Playing their 4th shot. Great touch. Really nicely played.
Judging it beautifully.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Well, Rich, don't know about you, but my eyes are wide open standing here on the 17th tee of Old Marina Golf Club.
Every player is going to be salivating to get here. This could be the easiest hole by a long shot on this golf course. The fairway, massive, most generous fairway out here. Second shot, a little bit uphill, but let's face it, just 506 yards, slightly uphill. I promise you, every player in this field is thinking eagle and nothing but.
Oh, that's a tad disappointing, finding the branches there. Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt.
This is their look at birdie.
This one's tracking. That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole. A quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in first place, with Xander Schauffele in second. And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. This shot here near the 200-yard marker. Going with the hybrid.
Oops, this one's headed for the rough.
Well struck. And this putt for the tournament. Just didn't drop. Okay, so luckily they've got another chance to get the win here. And that's going to do it. Holds the putt for victory. Well played.
If one is good, two is twice as nice, isn't it? 2 wins on the season for this player. Awesome stuff.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just made me look smart. That's about it.
Well, another great day of action here at Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man, a young man of the future, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident, and as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds ringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the players firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. He's currently tied for 13th. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way, when they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is in the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Ouch, that hurts. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
This one started out on a good line. Well hold. Sitting at 1 over for the day. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however, you want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance of knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though, anything long and left on this green is no good.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Smart shot, always back into the fairway as a safe play. Wonderfully played. And this one to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. Well done. And he dances his way to the top 10 after that delightful shot. And this putt to move into a share of first place. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Just 2 shots back after that hole. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course, keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back toward you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
That's an awful error. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Yeah, this is setting up nicely. It's not going to cause any troubles.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. And he's safely on the green. Chance to sneak into the top 5 here. Steady now. Putting for a par here. That's a good putt to make, that one. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Currently at +1 for the day.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing. Nicely done.
Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big name players, the accomplished players love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the north or the south course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well, your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses are very challenging, but they're fair. And I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Sitting at +1, just outside the top 10 on the leaderboard. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Getting ready to play their third. Just 3 strokes back. Wow, that almost went in the hole. And he needs this to save par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges on the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid-irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Just 1 over par. Trying to break into the top 10. Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. He finds himself in a share of 11th. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Lucas, is just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Lovely effort, that. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky's the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. It reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
It's a wild swing. This one's hooking. Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
Even for the day. Currently tied for 5th place. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard.
Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
Oh, well played. And let's have one more look at that shot.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
So no movement there. He stays at even with the card.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
That got a little out of control, I think.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. He's 2 shots back. That almost went down. Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
This is a must-make, guys. They've got this for bogey.
Don't mind the look of this. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think. Nothing good out on the right-hand side, Luke. This headed for trouble.
This would be a great up and down. How close was that to going down? And this one is for his par. Hey, that's a chance. Yeah, we'll take that. Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa from moments ago.
I gotta say, his short game is one of the best in the game.
Oh, that's a beauty. How about holding that one? Let's take a look at the leaderboard. All right, Rich, the par 5 13th, so much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Nicely done. Time for the second shot here at the 13th. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Yeah, fair amount of elevation here. They're going to have to be careful that they club up because you do not want to be short.
And choosing the 8-iron here. This one's headed towards the rough. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold. I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
And
Yes, it
goes
is.
outside the range. Moments like that deserve another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Let's begin the 14th. That one's heading down Broadway. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, time to return to the action. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here. Over 300 yards from the tee as well.
Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Good shot there. Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4. Oh, so close. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Sitting at 1 over, currently tied for 10th place. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Now that's heading further left than they wanted, I think. That's not the shot they were after. They found the sand here. Well, out of the bunker and onto the green, but still a fair bit of effort to go here. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Oh,
Fuck off.
this one's for bogey. A couple over now, heading towards the stretch. A good chance to fight back. 16th, the last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult two-putt to say the least.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
If that's the right pace, this should rock. That's a big time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. Why not take another look at that effort? Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
All you can do is hope now, because that was never going down the fairway. Getting ready to play their third. 3 strokes off the lead. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
That was a gallant attempt. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. It's on a good line. Currently at 2 over par. Well, the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
It's a decent fairway to hit this one. Not sure if he'll find it, though. That always looked wet, didn't it? Time now for the 4th shot. 4 strokes off the lead. And this putt is for a final score of 74. Round now in the books. Good luck next time. Sadly, no back-to-back victories here for this player, Rich, but you'd have to be impressed with their performance overall.
I'm very impressed with how this player battled, trying to get that back-to-back win, coming up a little bit shy, nothing to hang your head about.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you. Ooh, right by the hole. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Ooh, nice looking putt. And that's a good par for this player.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
He's currently tied for 11th. And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par fives, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Opting for the 5-iron.
No.
That's nicely done. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle. This is, oh yeah.
Oh, super putt that. What an eagle. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Here's Xander Schauffele. Currently a couple under for the round. Well, they'll be looking to use that momentum they generated on the last with an eagle. Not bad. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Not a bad line, this one. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Time for the second shot here at the 4. just missed the hole. And they'll tap this in for birdie. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. And they'll be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, it's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark. This would be a great up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time? Just 3 feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 6th hole here, Ridge at Pebble Beach, is a tale of 2 halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it. Look, this is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
They can't quite see the green here, Luke, because it's elevated, it's much higher. They're definitely going to have to club up.
Going with the 5-wood. Good play there, Rich. I like it a lot.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? Good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. It's got a chance. That's inside the range, and that will take him to 4 under. He's currently tied for first. We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par 3s in all of golf. Who says great par 3s need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
It's never a surprise when you speak this players. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher 2-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway, no driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
Going with the 7.
No.
Well, you're going to need to think of your second shot already because that one's beached. Sitting at 4 under for the day. Currently tied atop the leaderboard. And a par putt awaits him. Ooh. Let's try and make this one. Only drop the one shot.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
That's a good putt to hold for a bogey. Currently at 3 under for the day. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
Going with the 8 iron here. Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. And here we are with the third shot. Just one stroke back and right in it. That's a top little chip shot, that one.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Well, a lovely position for this player, Rich. Tied for the lead as they make the turn.
We've seen some pretty good golf from this player and actually has gotten themselves into the lead.
It looked like it came out of a cannon. And playing this one from around 120 yards out. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Big putt for par coming up. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
And he how's that ball lying?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Just didn't go. Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet. This looks good. And there it is. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The first of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one, not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
Is that what they had in mind?
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
This would be a great par putt if you can make this. This is buckets. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Rich, let's head to the 13th tee at Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers on the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
A chance to go under par here if you can just keep the bogeys off the card. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
He's got, I'd say a solid 145 here.
Opting for the 9-iron.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. And that will take him to 3 under. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Birdied their last hole.
Oh! Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
2 wins so far this season. This one might roll into the rough. Getting ready to play their third. He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace.
Oh, no.
And here we are with their fourth. Only 1 shot off the pace. Sitting at 3 under par. Tied for second place. Oh, I thought that one was going in.
Couldn't fucking see. Oh, fuck off.
6th shot coming up. And only 1 off the pace here. Ooh, that almost went down. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. That's well held. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Just a couple more inland holes before we head back to the ocean, reach the 15th.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those headed out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
Well, this one looks to be heading down the runway. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Look out left.
No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Great touch.
Let's see if you can make this. Keep the par on the card.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Xander Schauffele setting up his next shot. Let's take a look at the current standings. Currently 1 under for the tournament. Reached the 16th, not a long par 4, but really requires some accuracy on approach.
It does. Lay up to the top of the hill, and you can look down on this green, which pitches severely from right to left. Just a wonderful short par 4.
Great looking shot this. Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look. So far, so good.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. To the top 5 he goes. Let's head to 7, one of the most famous par 3s in all of golf, Rich.
Yes, just over 175 yards on the cart. It's a tale of 2 greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your 3, and sprint to the 18th tee box.
Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
And back to the play, shall we? Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Get excited. This could go in. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee, few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short third shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
And here we are with the third shot. Just 2 shots behind. Well played, mate. Playing their 4th shot. Only 2 shots off the pace. Well, that's a handy shot. And this putt for a final score of 69.
69.
Well, Rich, we had high expectations for this player early, but sadly, no win in the end.
No, they just couldn't quite get their game going in the final round. Unfortunately, comes up a little bit short, but what can I say? Another solid performance.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henning Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event. That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right, so a good accurate approach required. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Going with the pitching wedge here.
They've decided to club up.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's return to live play now. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Get in the hole. Oh, that's frustrating. He'll take the tap in for par any day. He's currently tied for second. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
Starts off on a good line.
Solid par putt, that. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again, front, left and short right, requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Looks to be going with a 6-iron. This one needs to kick left. And he's safely on the green with that shot. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
That one had eyes for it the whole way.
Luke, I don't know if you know this or not, but nothing rolls like a ball.
He finds himself in a share of the lead. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
No.
Not sure if this one will stay on the short grass. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's happy, just came off a bogey.
And back to the course with the live action. Getting ready to play their third. He shares top spot. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these.
Trying to save par here.
Nothing to sweat over that one. Long hole.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. And again, it's what position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favourites to win this tournament.
This putt for par here. Job done. Let's head to the next. He's currently sitting in 5th place. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Opting for the 5-wood. We need this one to bounce right. Well, a little off the target with that one. A couple under at this stage, currently in 5th. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
Just 2 shots back after that hole.
Chapinski.
The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then... What's the player facing here?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards. Nice out the rough here.
Pretty good shot there.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And this putt to move them into a tie for second. Okay, steady now. An opportunity to make their par. And there it is. At -2, going along nicely today. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. The 2 shots here will allow a chance for birdie. That should find the sand. You'll have to work extra hard to get out of this one.
They'll have to get their best bunker technique out here because this is nasty.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
This really looks good.
I like their courage to be able to get that to go down and save the hole.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt, saves the par. Well done.
The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided. And here we are with the 3rd shot. He's 2 shots back. How close was that to going down? There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
Now this is important. This for par.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. That's a chunky lie. It's going to take all their talents to get out of this one.
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
Going with the 5-iron here. Never easy playing out of those fairway bunkers. Time now for the fourth shot. Just 2 shots behind. That's a well-played chip shot there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. The 12th for TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. This would be a great up and down from this spot. And he's down there. You got to read.
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
This one's looking good.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Well, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top 5.
This is on a stupendous left.
Oh, what an excellent time to make a big putt like that. And you bet their rival knows just what happened. Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
Well now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Just let that shot be water off a duck's back. Henny, do you have a better look at this line?
He is not going to like this one bit. This is what bad lies are made of.
Yeah, that's the right option. You should never compound an error with another one. A par putt on the table.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Yeah, good job. Nice par. And now at 3 under overall. The 15th is a very important hole, par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Well, it's fair to say that fortune favours the brave, Rich.
Yes, it does. And being just one shot back, things are getting interesting.
Super shot that. And right to the top of the leaderboard. After that. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
So let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. And that's the right momentum. Back into top spot on the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Get in. Well, that's a good putt to hold any day, boy. And that will take him to 6 under. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Leading by a couple after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out. That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great work.
Wow, Rich. That's impressive.
Just a missile of a tee shot right onto the green.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Xander Schauffele coming off a birdie on his last hole, and that will take him to 2 strokes off our leader. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the church pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will have a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're going to make your birdie. Sitting at 7 under par for the day, currently leading. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. And he can win the event here if he can hold this putt. Go on, get in the hole. Well done, this player who was able to obtain TPC Scottsdale and walk away with a WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke, in front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
And I've got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beam. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent all season long. Getting the victory, no surprise whatsoever. Really good stuff.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. Motorsports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
Well, it looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Luke, Lexi's young but has been on tour for about 30, 40 years it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack an experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her. Oh, just missed. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. He's currently tied for 7th. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. And the second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Getting ready to play their third. Wow, that almost went in the hole. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Oh, that's a nice line. Nicely holed. And for par. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
That was special. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
Yep, tracking well.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's one stroke behind her rival in this event.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Going with the 5-wood. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
Little birdie look in here. This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Just a couple of inches away from finding that one. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players are not necessarily going to hit the driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple-looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Well, good shot there, right inside the range.
full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Now that's how you roll it off.
Wonderful shot. And that will take him to 2 under. Alex Noren is atop the leaderboard with a one-stroke lead. Well, Rich, that's on the surface, but it's in three-putt territory. It's so far away. Setting up here with a very long putt. Ouch, that hurts. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Ooh, right by the hole. And that brings to an end that hole. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
It's been a little up and down, but she's just one stroke back from her rival.
And the Super Swede, Alex Noren, currently in the lead. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement off the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
And here we are with their fourth. Just 3 back from the leader. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Well, that'll avoid a number of drop shots. One hole. Trailing by 4 strokes. The par 4 rough at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Club up. I like this play.
Attaboy, good shot. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Let's get back to it, shall we? What's in front of them, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Oh, so close. A par putt awaits. And down it goes. Currently at +1 for the tournament.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Oh, that is crushed. Playing from around 160 yards.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
This one headed left in a hurry.
It's a little wayward.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Looks good off the blade. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
All right, Rich, we've made the turn now into the final 9. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, Luke, this rivalry we've been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival as we make the turn, and it'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
Looks like a lovely little draw there. Where did that come from? That's not his style. The ladies' game has been dominated by Koreans for such a long time, but America has been able to have this resurgence basically off the back of Lexi Thompson and the generation she's started to inspire.
Lexi Thompson is so fun to watch because she's got a very unique swing, and when you look at it, you kind of look back and you go, okay, that went a long way. Okay, that went right at the hole. And she's got such control over the golf ball. It's amazing. And the wins are going to continue to pile up for her year after year. I'm blown away by the fact that she is so aggressive on every single shot. There is no laying up in her game, and I love that. Now, that might cost her a few wins, but I tell you what, she's going to have a lot of wins because of that as well. I love the way she plays the game. It's exciting.
The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straight forward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Looked like they were swinging a snake, not a golf club. And here we are with the third shot.
Back into the wind. They need to flight this one down.
Playing their fourth shot. Five feet coming up to the cup. Good looking putt. That's a good putt for par. We'll take it. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Big par saver coming up for this fella. Yeah, we'll take that. Trailing by 7 after that hole. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. If you find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
Yeah, nicely played. Chance to move up into the top 20 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make here. That'll help their scorecard. Well hold. Alex Lauren finds himself with a one-shot lead over the field. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hopping right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Going with the 6-iron here. That was a bit of a miscue.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
This putt about 11 feet in distance.
Now they can move ahead here if they hold this and leave Lexi Thompson behind.
If it's up, it could be in. That did everything but drop. And this next putt, it's for bogey. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently 1 stroke better than her rival and playing partner today.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Currently at +3 for the round. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long way. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Well, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today. Looking better.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Here's Lexi Thompson. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The 16th at Riviera, Rich, is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Going with the 8-iron here.
4 right.
Always frustrated by missing a green.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
And he needs this to save par. Just didn't drop. Putting for bogey. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And that workhorse, Alex Noren, currently leads this one. The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Getting ready to play their third.
Wind back into their grill. They need to flight this one down.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Just needs this one to kick right. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Ooh, that almost went down. Oh, well played.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Alex Noren currently in the lead. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
Good-looking shot, this. And he's down there.
A little bit of breeze ruffling the old hair, and it's coming straight on.
opting for the 5-wood. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. And here we are with the third shot. That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Love watching this player around the greens.
The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day. Well, Henny, when we saw this player pick out Lexi Thompson as their rival, we thought, wow, that was bold, that was ambitious. They were up to the task and delivered the win.
Luke, Lexi does not take any prisoners. This player challenged her at the beginning of this event and beat her in the end. Great to be able to follow this individual battle throughout the event.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.